What's going on, YouTube? Lucky here from Lucky Last Cast Adventures. It is Election Tuesday. Hopefully you guys went out and voted. I always say even if you're not voting for a major candidate, you should vote. It's one of the most important things I think you can do as an American. Do not be one of those people that doesn't vote and then complains for the next 4 years. Those people are the worst. So even if you vote for a no name, even if you go and vote and write in your own name for president, just vote. Vote so at the very least you have the right to complain. Now, this is not a political channel. I do have something special for you guys today. Unfortunately, it is not fishing. I wanted to get out and fish, but this time of year, this thing happens that really changes the scope of fishing. That is daylight savings. Now, I don't understand why they call it daylight savings to begin with. You know, it's like they almost want to like spin it positively, like they're saving us for something. Like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm, waking up in the dark and going to work in the dark and then coming home and it's already dark. Like, I can't even like try and rush out of work and go fish because by the time I get to my spot, it's already dark. But anyways, that has kind of changed the landscape of fishing this time of year. Especially until the lakes freeze over and I can go ice fishing and share those fun videos with you guys. So what I'm going to be doing today is a video I've been trying to do for a while. I've kind of just been lazy, been trying to figure out in my mind how I wanted to do it, if I wanted to like script myself and then kind of go through major points. But what it is it's going to be kind of a product review. I do want to do more of these videos. As a immediate disclaimer, I am not sponsored at all. I do these for gear that I buy, whether I like it or not. I just want to do it to kind of share with you. This particular product today is one that I just got this year because, I needed to upgrade in short. But I got this particular product to help me in the style of fishing I like to do. Oftentimes that is shore fishing. I want to be out on a boat more, but I don't own my own boat, and I probably only know about 3 people that have a boat. And I'm not the type of guy that wants to ask you, hey, let's go out on the boat. I'd rather be the person that someone's asking to go out on the boat, especially if I don't own one that I can share with other people as well. So that being the case, I do a lot of shore fishing. Now, up until this year, I'd been using a classic tackle box you carry by the handle, whatnot. And I've been looking around and I saw a bunch of different models for fishing backpacks, which is what I'm going to show you guys in a minute here. This product I really like, so I'll kind of go through it right now. I'll show you guys what I really like about it, anything I don't like, which is probably minimal, but I'll kind of give you a quick rundown of the bag. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. I believe this bag, it's called the Wild River Nomad XP, I think, or Wild River Nomad. Anyways, it's kind of marketed as a fishing and or hunting backpack, basically an outdoors backpack. But what I use it for is angling. So I will be talking about it from an angler's perspective. I do not really hunt here in Minnesota. When I do go hunting, I go to California and usually go after pigs. But anyways, let's hop into it. I'll show you the bag from top to bottom. And again, I think this retails for about $180 on their website. I think I got mine on Amazon for like in the neighborhood of $150 or $140. So if you like this, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. Hopefully I can do some more in the future. But I'm going to start with this because this is a product that I've really liked since I got it. So let's go. Here is the backpack. This is kind of what it looks like from the outside. Got some padding on the back here. Shoulder straps. It does have that little chest strap if you like that for a little extra leverage, take some weight off your back. But I'm going to start here. Try and angle that down so you guys can see. So I'm going to do this from top to bottom. So starting up here, you have sunglasses holder. If you're like me, you do a lot of fishing starting out early in the day, but I like somewhere safe where I can put my sunglasses once it starts to get dark and I don't really need them anymore. It's pretty hard up top here, as you can kind of see. I have to put pretty good force on that, so you don't got to worry about your sunglasses getting crushed. And if you're like me, you like nice things, so I like nice sunglasses, so I don't like those getting crushed and having to spend another couple hundred on a nice pair of sunglasses. In the back here, you can see this zipper. I'm not going to pull this all the way out, but this is basically a rain fly that you can pull over the backpack. So what's great about this is it further increases the weatherproofing if you really need it. I haven't really needed it. The backpack, as you can see, is kind of made of this almost like nylon material. It's really sturdy and fairly weather resistant on its own, so you really don't need that. I've never been out when it's super rainy where I've needed that. Further going into the bag, so this is kind of the top section. You have this clear, vinyl or plastic window here, and it does come with this little clip, which I sometimes use for my keys when I'm out on the water. I usually put my fishing license in here just so I always have it on me. I have a Cliff Bar in there because I always like to have a snack out on the water so I don't have to leave and go get food. Cliff Bar is kind of my go-to. Looking inside here, so this is literally just stuff I had in here. So just to give you guys an idea of the capacity here, and I'll try and talk you through the dimensions as best I can. So just a little rag for wiping off my hands, GoPro chesty, whatever that was. Oh, GoPro thinger goes with that. Some plastics that I was too lazy to put away, more plastics, too lazy to put away. Spinnerbait box, because I don't like hauling around all of mine, so I have a little sixer to give me some variance without too much bulk. Some Velcros, which I really like. White spinnerbait that I was testing out. Terminal tackle box that I usually keep with me because I don't want to carry my big one. And some missiles, more softest plastics I've been trying out, and another little one that I was too lazy to put away that I took on my vacation. So peering in there, I'm going to lift this up so you guys can kind of see and get a better idea, hopefully. Let me angle it so you can kind of get light-wise on there. So pretty deep pocket, and I believe you can collapse it out, and this little divider down here, this actually collapses down, and you can get it so that it goes the full width down here if you, again, are hunting or something or want to use it more recreationally, and take the tackle boxes out of here. But it's about probably close to a foot deep, about 6 to 8 inches this way, and probably about, I don't know. I mean, point is, you got plenty of capacity there. I've put water bottles in there. I've put a sweater and a jacket in there, on top of most of this stuff that I just took out of here. So the capacity is really good. Needless to say, I've never been at a point where I'm like, gosh, I wish this was deeper, or I wish I had more space to put stuff. I personally try to err on the side of carrying less, but I'd still like, options. There's nothing worse than wanting something out on the water and not having it because you chose not to bring it. So another quick cool feature that kind of partners in with this little compartment here is the light right here. So this actually, you can do a really bright white fluorescent, even brighter, or 2 greens. This is actually super nice if you do night fishing. You can even flash it down into the water and it gives you a pretty good idea of clarity even at nighttime. Cool thing is this swings in here, so if you want to do the light, you can't see it too well right now just because I have a light on my desk here, but gives you light in the bag, as you can see, which I've actually used a lot more than I thought. I believe it operates off of like a 12-volt not 12-volt, a AAA battery. So that's nice. Super easy. It rotates, like I said. One thing is just remember to turn it off. I've used it a couple times and forgot to turn it off, so wasted some battery life. Moving over. So we have this little holster thing you can see here. Comes with the bag, latches on to these web things you can see on the side. You can put another one over here. I just put another pliers that I use here. These pliers don't come with a bag. These are real sonar pliers. I really like them, use them for deeper applications when a fish is really choked a bait. Don't want to kill the fish, obviously. It does come with this little lanyard, which a lot of people use for, like, just little clippers. So I don't use clippers. I just use a Leatherman I have in one of the pockets here that I'll show you in a sec. But it's super nice, convenient. Over here, same as on the other side, we have a kind of quick access pocket for anything that you're going to use pretty quickly. They're like almost like rubberized mesh pockets over here, again for quick access stuff. And this side I just have like a little measuring tape. Over on this side I have a old school scale. I'm not one of those guys that needs to know it down to the 100th of an ounce, so that works just fine for me. On this side I think I have some trailer hooks, wacky rig tool, because I do like to wacky rig, especially early spring and midsummer and whatnot. It's actually pretty good throughout the year. That's just when I use it mostly. And the Leatherman that I use is kind of an all uses or purposes type tool. Going into the front pocket here. So this is actually kind of like a little workstation they built in. I don't actually use it that much, partly just because a lot of places I go have like these boards or piers, as you will, as Minneapolis puts out there for people who want to fish from the piers. So I'll often just use that, especially because it's a little higher up on me. But it is nice. It's a nice feature. I have used it a couple times, especially if I don't want to lose a bait. It's got these nice little kind of things on the side that stop if the wind's blowing from your bait just blowing away. And a couple extra little pockets in here, as you can see. Moving on, I'm going to go to the sides before I go to the main compartment. So these are bigger pockets. You can actually put some smaller, I don't think this is the right size, but I'm just going to use this for example's purpose. You can fit those in there if you are the type of guy that likes more tackle boxes, more organization. I use a lot of soft plastics, so I think this side I have exclusively for soft plastics. And I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 soft plastic bags. There's a little divider in here. Let me tip this up so you guys can see. So it's got this little divider in here. So you could put probably anywhere between, I don't know, I'd probably say somewhere in the realm of 10 to 15 bags of soft plastics in there, or a couple of these little guy tackle boxes that I was showing you. Slip right in there. This one's pretty small. This is a Plano, this is backwards, 34-49 size. Pretty small, and it actually fits probably one that's fairly bigger than that. So again, very multi-purpose, plenty of space. I really like those pockets for organization. On this side, little bungee thing over here. I don't really know what that's for, but I don't know, maybe somewhere else you can latch on, one of these carabiners or something for something else you're trying to carry. On this side, I have some more soft plastics back here. I believe more of my really big worms and more of my finesse worms, which I don't know why I have those together. They're polar opposite. Some swim baits, paddle tail swim baits. This one is interesting. It has one of those mesh, rubberized mesh pockets in there, as you can see. So it still has that divider right there, but it's also got this mesh pocket as a divider in the front compartment on this one, which it does not have on the other side. And I just use it for a couple spools of line. In this case, fluorocarbon, and it's going all over the place. So I'm just going to put that back in there. So again, lots of space, plenty of space. If you guys are concerned that there's not enough space, trust me, I would assume for probably like 90 or 95% of guys, there's plenty of space in this. Furthermore, you'll go in here. So this is the main compartment. As you can see here, it has 4 pretty large tackle boxes in here. I can't remember the sizes. Let me see if they're on here. I'm not seeing a size. They are branded Wild River, which is the company, if you want to go check them out. It says, so model 3600, so 3600 size boxes. When I got this on Amazon, it came with 4 of them, which was awesome. And the dividers, other than these vertical ones here, come in the boxes, so you can set them up however you really want, aside from the vertical ones, which some people might complain is somewhat limited, but I've never really had an issue with it. I actually, right now, I'm only using 3. I have one for my top waters, frogs, spooks, whopper plopper, hula popper, all that good stuff. Jigs and some more soft plastics for like Ned rigs and whatnot, trailers, and then my crankbaits, which if you guys live in Minnesota, us Minnesota guys do not get to use crankbaits as much as we would like, because we don't have too many things directly in the city here that are, you know, riprap and rocky, other than the Mississippi River. But I still have those because I do like fishing them anyways, and I don't mind picking off weeds. On the bottom of the bag, you have these 4 studs. I would not have thought I'd really like this or cared about it until I had it. It's nice because it keeps your bag off the grass or off whatever you're putting it on. Just keeps the bag dry on the bottom, keeps it from getting too beat up. But it's super nice. I really have loved this backpack. Let me see if I can put it on so you guys can kind of see how it wears and the size profile. Let me push this out of the way. So, you know, as you guys can see, this is kind of what it looks like when I'm wearing it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Side profile, back profile, other side profile. And again, you know, you can obviously adjust if you like wearing it higher up. If you like strapping these on, I'm not going to do it because I don't really use that. I'm not trekking huge distances. But it has just really made my life very easy because I do like hauling a good amount of gear without going overboard. I don't need a duffel bag full of gear. So if I had to rate that particular product, I'd probably give it in the realm, at least right now. Again, I haven't had it a full year or anything like that, so I still have to put some miles on it to really get my full approval. But after having it a good 3-4 months now, I would probably, you know, if I'm going to give it a letter grade, I would probably give it an A, which I probably wouldn't give out lightly because I have had products that have seriously disappointed. At the very least, a high B. If I'm going to give it a number grade, probably in the realm of a 7.5 on the very low end, probably more of a 8 or a 9. Pretty easy. So if you guys do a lot of shore fishing like me, definitely recommend it. It's just such a great bag. And if you have the money to spend on it, definitely do it. I know it's a little lofty in terms of price for a lot of fishermen. But like I said, if a product's going to justify its value so well, then it's less of a cost or a sunk cost, as we say in business, and more of an investment because you get so much utility and use out of it. So super useful. Again, it's the Wild River Nomad XP, I believe. Maybe not the XP. I don't know where I'm getting that from. Maybe the name may not. But I'm sure if you look up Wild River Nomad, that backpack will pop up. And it comes in that kind of greenish, olive green color I have. Or I think it comes in black. And the other one, if you're a hunter, comes in camo. So 3 options, not necessarily super exciting color options. I guess that's maybe one downside. Other downside, I suppose, is it can kind of be heavy if you have a lot of gear in there, but that's less of a product of the bag being heavy and more a product of carrying a lot of gear. And that's just going to go for any bag. So it's not really any, you know, a dig on the product. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I'm really happy I got to do this video for you. Again, let me know if you really like these. I'll do more of them. You're probably going to get more of them anyways, just because, you know, we're in that weird transitional period where I don't have daylight to fish, and the lakes haven't frozen over yet, so I can't go fishing, you know, out on the lakes, ice fishing, until lakes are safe to walk on and drill holes in and whatnot. I can go fishing on the weekends, so I'm going to try and do fishing on the weekends, but at the very least, I'm going to try and do some of these videos. I also want to do videos like my 5 favorite fall baits, things like that. Talk a little bit about some of my favorite techniques during different seasons, ideal, you know, fishing weather conditions and whatnot. Because I'm a very scientific fisherman. I like to be scientific about it, borderline nerdy. And you know, if you want to call me a nerd, cool. Thanks a lot, because I embrace it. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of this video. I hope you guys like it. Again, not sponsored. Great product. Go check it out. The Wild River Nomad XP. And I will catch you next time. Peace.